You're welcome to the Department of Communication Design. If you are watching this program, it indicates that you have finished the first year of the program, which is the foundation for all the programs. After this first year, you are expected to choose one of three options. It includes film and animation, which is also called creative multimedia. The second one is visual communication design. And the third one, advertising and media studies, which is also called advertising design. But in the second year, those who will be choosing the film and animation will start from second year and continue third year to final year. And in third year, that's where we have the division between visual communication design and advertising. We will have other presenters to explain each of the options to you so you can make an informed choice. It's very important you consider all the factors before you choose. None of the options, I should say that, is better than the other, and none has more stressful situation than the other. Every course can be stressful. It depends on your preparation. So as you begin second year, I encourage you to consider yourself, what you intend to do in the future, what you are capable of, and what you want to achieve in future. These are the factors you need to do. They all demand some kind of determination. They all demand some kind of sacrifices, a kind of diligence you need to have. So if you are choosing any option, don't follow anybody. Seek counsel and then choose right before you register. Briefly on those concerning the registration, for those who intend doing advertising and media studies or advertising design, second year you will choose visual communication. It's only on third year that you branch to do advertising. But for those who are doing film and animation, you start straight away from second year. I hope you will make a good choice and you'll be happy that you did that choice.
My name is Ebenezer, and I recently completed a communication design course in which I majored in film and animation. Film and animation is one of the three major options that you would choose when you come to communication design. In film and animation, you would have the opportunity to study about the movie industry, what goes in making the movies that we see on set. You'll be able to understand the cameras and the lighting systems that helps make our movies better. When you come to animation, you'll be able to also understand what goes into bringing certain cartoons and certain adverts that we see also in play. The course entails much more than just the title film and animation. In the option film and animation, you will be able to understand what goes into bringing out all these things. For instance, in film, we have three structures, which is pre-production, production, and post-production. In animation also, we have more than just drawing and all that. We are going to study about how to make things more appealing, character design, illustrations, stop motion animations, and all that you need in there. With film and animation, it is relevant in this age and time, since as we are rising in the digital era and as technology is far advancing more than we can ever think of, we are coming up with apps and all things that would not necessarily house certain movies that weigh gigs and all that. And these are platforms in which making animations, making shorts, productions that can be able to sell a message, can be able to advertise a company, a product is needed. And using or coming to these options, you'll be able to participate in making certain decisions and advertise and bring out many things. With film and animation, you'll be able to acquire new skills such as 3D and 2D animation and all that. But I just want to leave you with two major things that I benefited from in coming to this option. You'll be able to know how to strategize and be able to know how to conceptualize ideas so as to make them effective in communication and be able to bring attention to whatever you need to communicate. After completing the program Communication Design, majoring in film and animation, you'll be able to work as a web developer, as a 2D animator, as a 3D animator. You can also work as a 3D generalist, which entails doing things as lighting, texturing, and the lots. You can also work as a motion design expert. You can also work as a visual effects artist.
My name is Clement Aidana, a recent graduate of the program Communication Design. I majored in visual communication. Now, when we say visual communication, it basically means communicating with people using still graphics, and then it entails a lot. You would have to do graphics, you would have to also communicate with various mediums. Now, you can do that digitally, and then you can also do that traditional means, that is on paper, and that is what you would be open to. Now, if you have the opportunity to do visual communication, there's a lot you would go through. Some of the experiences you'd have is to use softwares, varied softwares, and some of them include the AI, which is Adobe Illustrator, you have Photoshop, you have Premiere Pro, and you have others. Now, that is to say that apart from you being a visual communication student, it doesn't prevent you from becoming someone who could do things in the motion graphic, because definitely at a point in time you'd have to resort to that so as to meet the market out there after school. Now, for certain challenges that you would face, if you want to do communication design, what you need to understand is that you need to have that mindset that I want to do it, and also know your stance or know the strengths that you have, because obviously in first year you would go through the same programs as all your other colleagues, and so after first year you should know that these are some of the strengths I have. I'm a very good copywriter, that is, I can write very well and come up with catchy ideas that can sell products, and so if that is the case, why don't I do visual communication? On another side, you could also say that when it comes to using the softwares and designing something very good, I'm very good at it, so why don't I do visual communication? And that is some of the motivations that should push you into doing visual communication. Aside that, you should know that these are some of the resources at my disposal at the point in time. Maybe I don't have the sophisticated machines to do multimedia, so I would want to do graphic design. And mind you, moving forward, there are some courses that are very unique with the visual communication. You have GDP, that is graphic design production. Then there's going to be a bit of mathematics where you'd have to do calculations for your client as to the number of sheets they will need for a production when need be. And that's where your money also comes in. So it's good you are doing visual communication or com design right now. Aside to that, you do packaging design, which gives you that edge to do the graphics aspect. That is getting the product appealing to your target audience or people who would want to buy such a product. And as a visual communicationist, it's one of the courses you would be doing. Alright, so aside that, you have advertising design. Now, advertising design entails another part where you have advertising. If you are into advertising, then that would be something major you'd be doing. But as a plus for visual communicationists, you are also giving the opportunity to advertise things. And so with this, as you work on projects, you are able to advertise them to your clients on social media and on other different platforms, just to sell yourself, one, as an individual, just to sell your brand and just to sell other people's brand, and you're going to make a lot of money out of that. And so when you get here, or when you start, or you make the decision to choose, just choose wisely. Know what you are going in for, and I tell you what, you won't regret if you choose to do visual communication, because it's going to give you a lot of cash is going to come into your pocket. Photography is another thing. Now, so creative strategy and copywriting comes in also as one of the unique programs associated with visual communication, and it pushes you to be critical. You know, you have to think critically to come up with creative and short, catchy words that pushes adverts to market. So I'd like to say in conclusion that visual communication that is which is under the communication design program, is one that would really help you, and you have a lot of opportunities at your disposal. You can be a creative writer, you can be a graphic designer for a firm, you could even be handling issues at the MCR if possible. That is when you're open-minded and you want to do more, and many others that you can do. I would want you to also understand that when we talk about visual communication or comm design, for the whole of Faculty of Art, yes, we can boast of having that very good lecturer-student relationship, but for communication design itself, whatever problems you have, it is easy to get closer to any lecturer and discuss with them, and they are always open to help you and to guide you and shape you for your 4-year stay here. And so that is it for visual communication, and then I trust that after listening you would come to a very good conclusion and decide on what best would help you as a visual communicator.
Hi, I'm Benedicta Yawo, a graduate of communication design, and I majored in advertising and media management. So I'd like to talk about the advertising and media management option. So with advertising, it simply means communicating a product, a service or an idea to the public. So just presenting a product or service or an idea to the world. And then with the media, we all know that the media is a channel that you send that information to your public or the world. And then the management is more of a strategic process you go through to advertise through your channel, your chosen channel. So putting all together simply means a strategic way of presenting an idea to your audience. Some of the courses you will learn in advertising and media management is advertising itself, how to present your product to the audience. You learn public relations, which is more of selling or communicating a company's ideas to its audience. And then you learn marketing, you learn copywriting, you learn marketing research, photography, project management, event management, and a whole lot. When you learn advertising and media management, what you gain is that you develop an expertise in reaching your target audience through creative messages. And then you're able to build business and negotiation skills on behalf of your clients and your company. Also, you expand your knowledge on emerging marketing and media trends like social media, online media, etc. You also develop client and customer relations, how you talk to your clients and how you communicate to your customers. And then after all that, learning all that helps you to work as a public relations officer, because you develop the skill of communicating to your public. So you can be a public relations officer, you can be a content developer, a project manager, marketing research analyst, a sales and marketing executive, an event planner, campaign manager, and a whole lot, including an art director. So with all the job prospects I've mentioned in learning advertising and media management, you can find yourself in fields of work such as advertising agencies, marketing departments, educational institutions, publication companies. You can even work in the government institutions, NGOs. Anywhere you find yourself, you would find work to do there. Learning advertising and media management, you would require some skills. You have to be a research person, you have to read a lot, you have to be open-minded, you have to jot down points, you have to be very good at creating content, writing, and all that. So with all those skills, learning advertising and media management would be an easy task for you, although there are some challenges you might find in, but it's a good course, so I advise that you learn it.